Hello everybody, this is Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Replay Diddy Kong Racing. Today, we're actually not going to be starting Adventure 2 just yet. First though, we need to show off the last two main characters who are Crunch and Banjo. And the only place where I can show them off is in the other mode, Tracks mode. Tracks mode allows you to play through any and all courses that you previously raced on and completed. So, race on any course that you want from here rather than having to go from each and every single hub area. You can even replay trophy races and the challenges, which were located within each of the different worlds, with the exception of Future Funland, which doesn't have one. The only thing you can't replay are boss battles. You'll have to go into adventure mode in order to replay them. Adventure 2 can work as well, but I'd say Adventure 1 is more convenient, at least in my personal opinion. So, before we... Wait, what am I saying? Let's go and show off the next character, which is Crunch. And how about we try a time trial? Why? Because why not, right? Okay. Well, apparently we got TT right off the bat. Well, apparently I've already set in the best time on this course. What you have to do in order to even get TT's ghost to appear is you have to do a time trial on the course and beat the course's best time. After you do so, then you get a chance to race TT's ghost. Once you race TT's ghost and beat him, then that particular course is cleared, and you get to move on to the next track and just repeat until all tracks are completed, including the ones in Future Funland, so keep this in mind. It's a good idea to collect as many bananas as you can on the course, though collecting more than 10 is not really the most beneficial thing in the world. One thing I will say about these races is that these races are going to be incredibly difficult. You thought that the trophy race was bad? Back in Future Funland? Well, TT is far worse. And that goes for each and every single course in the entire game. Even on something as simple as Ancient Lake, he can be a force to be reckoned with. And mastering the green boost is absolutely mandatory. If you don't master this technique, then your chances of beating TT are essentially down the freaking toilet. Although, for the first lap, I've not exactly shown off the green boost or really make great use of it. But can you blame me? Nice! 19 seconds after that, and I'm using a heavyweight character such as Crunch. How did I miss that? How? By the way, you're not really allowed to make any sort of mistakes. Maybe in the early races, but
now try another track.
Later races and later tracks, you're not allowed to make any sort of mistakes whatsoever. And wow, I can't believe I beat that in less than a minute. That is freaking awesome. And I set a new lap record too. That's even better. And again, with one of the worst characters in the game. Amazing! Alright, time to select the next character, and the last one who we have to show off, which is Banjo! So after we show off Banjo and go through the time trial here, and again I got TT's ghost right off the bat, which is freaking awesome. Now that I think about it, maybe Banjo has slightly better handling than that of Crunch. Slightly better handling, but also worse speed. Then again, it could just be my imagination. How did I miss that? Seriously, how? How? Out of all characters in this game, my favorite character has to be Diddy Kong. I mean, come on. How is it not Diddy Kong and Diddy freaking Kong Racing, dude? Ah, man, missed the damn boost again. Okay, one more time, and then if this doesn't work out, then we'll just do a regular race. Regular race against regular players. And win or lose, I'll just show it. No matter what happens. Either way, the races against TT are pretty... No, they really are difficult tasks. Here's another little fun thing for you. If you happen to have a Nintendo 64 controller pack, and you happen to have some space on it, and it's not being eaten up by, say, Mario Kart 64 Ghost Data, or other regular save games from other games, then you can save Race Ghosts on here. But since my controller pack has insufficient space to do so, then I just simply can't do it. And this whole controller pack pull thing is just going to sit there on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen until I remove the controller pack and restart the race. How did that... Oh my god. Hit detection. What's that? Take notes, you AAA developers. Learn what hit detection is. Well, that stunk. But hey, at least I showed off Banjo and I fulfilled my purpose. Got a new race record at least, so it's not all law. It's not all bad, but with that in mind, that's all the characters, until I can unlock TT. And since I have basically gone over the premise of time trials and how they work, I'm going to go ahead and cut footage and cut to a brand new recording session. So when I actually unlock TT, I'll be sure to show it for one, and two, we'll be able to begin anew. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and cut till I've finally beaten all time trial tracks. See you all later.
I'm Diddy. Keep going. Too fast. Keep going. You can do this. Go for it. You can do this. Go for it. You've beaten all my times. Now you can pick me. I'm TT. Whoa! I'm TT. Yeah, no!
After conquering the time trials of every single track in the game, I can now proudly say that I now have TT within my possession.
I'm TT. Whoa!
And as I preach time and time again, TT is the best freaking character in the game. He is classified as a heavyweight character, however he has the highest handling, as far as a heavy character is concerned, though not as high of a handling as, say, Tip Top and Pipsy, but still right up there. He's also got really good acceleration and excellent top speed. And top speed is that of a heavyweight character like Crunch and Banjo. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and start Adventure 2. And what's this? Why are the save files grayed out? And watch this. I can't select it. Why is that? Well, that's because, unlike Adventure 1, we have to select a completely brand new save file in order to even begin Adventure 2. And we can only use Adventure 2 save files with Adventure 2 and Adventure 1 save files with Adventure 1 and not vice versa. Why is this? I'm not too sure, but that's just the way the game is programmed. And one more thing I'm going to point out before I begin my adventure. I'm basically going to be playing as TT throughout all of Adventure 2. And the reason this is because everything is a million times harder. The silver coins are in the most inconvenient of locations ever. And what am I going to name my save file? Screw it. Just screw it, and I'm pretty sure the intro cutscene is exactly the same as before, so if it is, I'll just go ahead and skip to when we can actually gain control of TT, so see y'all shortly. Okay, I am back, and yeah, the intro cutscene is essentially the same, word for word, sentence for sentence. So Adventure 2 is not necessarily like New Game Plus of traditional JRPGs. Instead, Adventure 2 is essentially another playthrough of the same game. So that's nice. One other thing I haven't noted yet is that all tracks in the game are mirrored. Other than the silver coins being in different locations and everything that I've mentioned already. At this point now, it's essentially the same as Adventure 1 when we first started out. Just collect all the silver balloons. No, just collect all the balloons that are floating around the island. There's 3, I believe, and I completely missed that one. Oh, come on! Seriously? Your head is... Thank you! Holy cow! What the F? Seriously, just why? Whatever. TT may have the best handling of a heavyweight character, but he still has that kind of heavyweight handling. And I got another text message, so excuse me for a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I was replying to a text message that my mother sent me earlier during the initial cutscene. And instead of going to Dino Domain and doing things in the same exact order that we did before, let's instead go to Snowflake Mountain first.
Snowflake Mountain.
The reason is because I feel like doing things in a completely different order. And it's more fun this way too. Let's begin with our first race of Adventure 2, everybody, in Everfrost Peak. Why Everfrost Peak? Because... hello? Adventure 2 equals mirror mode, dummy. Oh my god. This just goes to show that it has been far too freaking long since I've last played Adventure 2. Like I've said a few videos ago, it's been roughly 4 years. Somewhere around there. So, as I've stated... Shoot. What did I want to talk about? Dang it! Oh... I really am out of practice right now. Why is this? I don't know. And honestly, I am not really feeling it today. Why is it? Well, I'm kind of kicking and screaming that I don't want to do it, but I have to, since I'm getting to the point where I have no videos whatsoever uploaded or recorded. So, I'm kicking and screaming, and I'm forcing myself to do this. Isn't that fun? Even though I had an entire month to record stuff, I just haven't had the time. Nor have I had the energy to do it. Why is this? Honestly, I'm not too sure. It could be due to stress of personal things that are going on within my personal life, and I've overall been very, very tired lately, and the weather definitely doesn't help either. So, with our first race won, the reward for this particular adventure is not a gold balloon, but rather a platinum balloon. I think. Is it platinum or is it crystal? I'm gonna say it's platinum. I believe that's what the game's going for. Platinum. Personally, gold balloons look a lot better than platinum balloons in my personal opinion, but that's just me. Reason? Gold balloons, in my personal opinion, are more detailed than that of the platinum ones. Platinum ones don't have any sort of details tied to them whatsoever. They're just platinum. They just are covered in squares. What are you, a square? Please. Don't make me laugh. I would rather have a balloon that's covered with stars and make it all shiny. And maybe make it impossible to get. I'm kidding. Well, nice driving, dude. Nice freaking driving. So, at this particular point now, I really ought to start talking about the races as a whole. So far, I've noticed that the races aren't really that much more difficult, but trust me, it's going to get really difficult really fast, especially when it comes to the Silver Coin Challenge, which I've been hyping up more than anything in the world. And here is the fully upgraded Invincibility Shield Balloon. Why don't we use it, see how much longer this thing truly lasts. And it lasts for quite a long time, like about 30 seconds. Although those may not be the exact numbers. Just keep in mind, when you hit the loop-de-loop, and if you happen to go off of this particular course and hit the ice and bounce, then the invincibility shield goes away altogether. Now, the main reason why the races, I'm making them look so freaking easy, like as if I'm playing Adventure 1 again, is because of how absurdly good TT truly is. And as I stated at the very beginning of this video, or more or less at the very beginning of this recording session, TT is the best character in the game, and I'm going to be playing as him exclusively throughout most of Adventure 2. Although I may not play it for the... Oh, shoot. Well, I can't enter this door. Not enough balloons. Well, so much for doing this in a different order. Well, screw this then. I'm going back to Dino Domain. I'm going to have to do that place first, like I was originally intended. After this. Alright, let's race then, and then I could actually come back to Snowflake Mountain. But then again, I would not have enough balloons to finish up that place again. So that kinda sucks. Well, at least we got Snowflake Mountain halfway done for the first part, and looking at the statue's enormous chin as it glitches out. Watch out, otherwise you may be impaled. Nah, it's just a graphical anomaly. And now it is split into multiple pieces. It really is gonna kill us all. I wonder if that's a corruption going on. Who knows? I'm not Vine Sauce, I don't know these kinds of things. And wow, we almost lapped Taj.
Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, thanks buddy. Now give me the balloon and I'll be on my way. Thanks buddy. Alright. Now, on to Dino Domain, like we should have gone to in the first place. Why didn't we go here in the first place is, well, I feel like doing things a little bit differently. But hey, at least this will mean we don't have to spend as much time in Snowflake Mountain. My mind drew a blank for a second there. That wouldn't be good. Excellent. Got the key, so we should be able to come back, no problem. I mean, the last time Last time I tried to grab the key in Ancient Lake, I had to do a couple of donuts around it before I was able to grab it. But that's fine.
Let's choose.
One thing worth noting, I don't know if I have noted this during Adventure 1, but mastering the green boost technique is absolutely vital, especially for Adventure 2 and everything that it has to throw at you. It may not seem like it, like I've preached, but it will get hard soon enough. I mean, so hard you might as well be playing freaking Dark Souls. Yay, I lapped the 8th place person. Not really much of a victory, but hey, I like that. I like being able to lap people. And so, once again, we're going to be opening up the good old challenge level, which is Fire Mountain.